this thing ain't swinging at all. I had to turn my load. Ooh, hell, that makes it swing, but got no watts then. So anyway, get her back up to there. That ought to do it. I aren't. I'm just turning knobs. I act like that Reverend Doctor talked too much, twisting them knobs.
Hey, Sleepy Dog, you got plenty of audio there, Brig.
Yeah, 10-4. Morning, Motormouth Mall. You got your audio turned up too today.
Absolutely. Yeah, I turned some knobs over there, making some changes. And you said you're swinging and then not swinging and that kind of thing. But I tell you what, the whole time you were up in there all by yourself, you didn't have any fluctuation there.
Yeah, 10-4. Okie dokie. Well, get out there and get to work. I hate to see you sitting there doing nothing all day, you know. You're supposed to be loading her up, so get gear.
There you go. Anyway, yeah, no matter what you did when you made your changes, the audio was still the same as that. They're breaking. Sound good.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the check there. I look good too, you know. Almost as good as you do.
Well, I heard Grandpa Jones told me that the difference between you and Log Trucker, because, see, Grandpa Jones was telling me he had a hard time distinguishing you from Log Trucker sometimes. And he mistook one for the other. And you said something about the difference between you and Log Truckers, that you were the prettier one. Now, I didn't know. I don't believe I've ever seen Log Trucker, so maybe that's the case, maybe it's not, but you never know. It might be that Log Trucker's got a face for radio. I know I do, the Brig.
Yeah, you never know. You never know, but he must be working. He's not out there covering me up. Baker Man must still be sleeping out there feeding the chickens or something, because he's not covering me up either. He got something. That Baker Man got something fixed over the break weekend there. BBI must have got over there and fixed up his gland or gave him something new. I don't know what.
Last time I had the doctor look at my glands, they were all okay, so I didn't have to have anything fixed. I hope everything's okay over there.
Yeah. Me too. So, okay, let me get on out of here. I got to get outside and get to work. I just heard them people in there and thought I better do a little Budinsky this morning. So you have a super good one. Catch you later.
All right, sounds good. Yep, I hear it's starting to get busy out there, so that's a good thing. I thought I was looking east, and I fired down real fast and did a quick little tune and took a quick little look at the Selson and realized I was pointed north. I was like, oh, okay, well, that explains why I hear you so well. All right, sounds good. I get back on the side. Take care. Have a good day out there. Sleepy Dog, Motormouth Mall, waving and stepping. I get down, and the other dog said hello too. He's not sleeping.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, good dog. Yeah, we got kindred spirits here. Okay, have a super good one. Thanks for the diaper check. Catch you later. Bye.
10-4. Catch you later.
Morning, Motormouth Mall.
Good morning.
Come on. Yeah, we got you there, Central Cali. 151, 151 Mobile. Up here around these evergreens, we're back quiet.
I had to go let the dog in. He was going nuts. Anyway, 151, I hear you out there on the evergreens as well there, Brig.
No doubt. Roger that there, Motormouth Mall. Yeah, you're sounding real good up here around Washington State this morning, no doubt. 151 in the Mobile out here around Washington State. Waving a hand.
Waving a hand right back up there around the northwest corner. Motormouth Mall waving and stepping. I do have a Watergate rolling there, Brig.
Gonna be warmer. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I'm having to deal with that heat all the time, so.
Well, I don't know what Mother Nature's going to do today. I'm not sure what she's got in store, but I will take what I get. Motormouth Mall stepping, I got down.
Motormouth, we lost 151 out there somewhere.
Yeah, 10-4. I think Mother Nature's in one of those moods. She may be dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping and bucket weaving and shucking and jiving there, Grandpa Jones. Motormouth Mall waving and stepping, ring.
The Motormouth, yeah. Sleepy dog couldn't hear me this morning. I keyed up and at 30 dB.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, Mother Nature's got something up her sleeve. Watch this. Listen to this. Stepping, ring. Watch this.
The Motormouth, yeah. Sleepy dog couldn't hear me this morning. I keyed up and at 30 dB.
Man, wow. Did you hear that? That was Mother Nature's got to stop. That was Mother Nature. Stop. Mother Nature was doing some weird stuff right there, Bree.
Yeah, I heard that. She was doing some weird stuff there. Well, that sounded good. Appreciate that, Motormouth.
You know, it's funny. I mean, I think sometimes that could be, you know, over the horizon radar kind of stuff that kind of works its way in. I've heard I heard it could be all kinds of different things. But yeah, it's kind of cool to hear that little, you know, it lets you know that skip is starting to roll there, Bree.
Roger on the skip, no doubt about it.
So what's the weather like down there in Motormouth?
The weather is beautiful down here, man. It's going to be nice today. It's going to be like 86 degrees. Maybe it's going to be a little bit hard to say exactly what it is, but it's going to be about 86 degrees today. And on the warm side, but fortunately, all of that I have to do today is all inside work. And though I don't have an air conditioner right now, it's going to be real pleasant in here, no doubt about that. Motormouth Mall waving and stepping right there, right now, and this over the hill radar stuff, man. I'll tell you, it's you know, I don't know if it's hey, Grandpa Jones. I don't know if it's something that could be a government kind of a conspiracy thing or what, but you know, if it's aliens, if it's government, or who knows what it is. But we'll listen. We'll see what some opinions have to say, and we'll see what Mother Nature has to say, and we'll see what happens in the world of sound. Grandpa Jones, Motormouth Mall waving, I got down.
Roger, got it all, Motormouth. Let me get a little bit of both the government and the conspiracy. No doubt about it.
Motormouth Mall, 982 up here in the northwest corner, up here in the evergreen trees. Getting down as always, Motormouth Mall, 982 back on the side.
To the 982 around the Evergreens. While you're doing your thing out here in the world of sound, appreciate you rolling up in here too. I do. 982 radio station, Motormouth Mall, West Coast, undermodulated beast, got down.
I think you go a little bit more than the U.S. Coast. Break.
I take what I can get. It's just a Mother Nature thing there, Break.
Yeah, but she always seems to be kind to you.
Well, I tickle her with this big old long 96-foot long Yagi. I tickle Mother Nature with this big old long 96-foot Yagi to Break.
90-foot-6 Yagi?
96-foot long Yagi. Yeah, it's 96 feet long from the reflector to the director to Break.
Oh, Roger, we're running one of those colossals up.
Oh, Roger, that's a coily antenna, right?
It kind of looks like the old Cigna 5/8, but only on steroids.
Oh, Roger, okay. All right, sounds good, yeah. I thought the Colossal was made by Mr. Coily.
It could be, I don't know. The old man ordered it.
No, Roger, okay, gotcha. Well, it's working for you. Whatever it is, it's definitely doing the job out there on my neck of the woods.
Well, we like to hear that. That's for definite.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick playback of what the audio sounds like here. Let me let you hear what it's doing here in the world of sound. Let's see here. Where is it? I think I got it right about here somewhere.
Well, we like to hear that. That's for definite.
There you go. That's what it sounds like right here. Motormouth Mall stepping. I got down.
Well, at least I know my little 2-watt radio works.
Yeah, 2 watts. Sometimes it's a whole lot to break.
Anyway, I'm going to jump back up 2 channels to my own and let my neighbors over here have their channel down below me.
All right, sounds good. Well, you have a good day up there on Channel 8. And, yeah, Motormouth Mall stepping. I'll see you. Bye. Bye-bye.
Well, you're more than welcome to come up there. Everybody enjoys it. We all
I hear that Motormouth Mall trying to slide into my receives. Hello to you, Motormouth Mall. R&R, Portland, Oregon, reading the mail.
R&R, man, I'll tell you what, listen to that.
I hear that Motormouth Mall trying to slide into my receives. Hello to you, Motormouth Mall. R&R, Portland, Oregon, reading the mail.
Wow, R&R, flawless. Motormouth Mall waving break.
410, man. Yeah, the other day when you was doing that gate, I had a company walk in and I had to slip away. I think you kind of thought that I was still there and you lost me, but I watched the gate and I was like, oh man, you thought I was still there, I think.
10-4. Yeah, no, I think I heard you say you had company and you had to slip away, but I talked to you anyway, as if you might have had the radio on in the room while you were doing your other thing. But, yeah, you slipped away and went to the company, and I think I kept yapping. Anyway, R&R, I tell you what, man, you got a hammer down here today, and I don't know if you're going to get any company or not, but right now it sounds like you're sitting in my radio room, and like you're hearing live and live in color, the break.
410, man, I do appreciate that. I think I finally got it all straightened out right where I want it to be. I think we'll leave it just how it is, no doubt about it. I do appreciate those gates, man. I get the wife out here, I say, look, I mean, this is why I spent that money.
Roger. Yep, absolutely. No, it's, you know, all the right equipment and all the right tuning and all the right adjustments, and they pay off on both ends, they pay off real good.
Yeah, I'm going to add a couple more elements to the antenna. I'm only running a little 3-element Gizmochi right now. I think I'm going to go to at least 5, and we'll see what happens after that. I think I'll be done after that until the next thing, I suppose.
Yeah, always done until the next thing. I was going to make some changes on my antenna here because, you know, I wanted the bandwidth, and I've been, you know, thinking about it for a long time. And I had some numbers before that I figured out where I could take this 96-foot 8-element and stretch it out to 102 feet, and then add 4 more elements to it and pick up a little bit of bandwidth. But it was a little bit of bandwidth. It wasn't a lot of bandwidth. And I looked at that some more, and I was getting a little bit more serious about moving forward with that project. And then I thought, you know what, I really want to see what it would take to get bandwidth, to really get bandwidth. And I don't mean just SWR, because you can have a SWR of 1.0 to 1 at your center frequency, and then as you deviate to either side of the bandwidth, you know, it can go up to 1.5 to 1, 1.4 to 1, and that's all great, all well and good, except for the fact that in some situations, and the more gain you try to build into an antenna, the longer you stretch it out, the more the reactance changes dramatically. And you know, instead of staying within 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 on the reactance, it was going up to like 10, 12, 14, and then up rapidly, you know, at the other end. So I was like, well, that long before it got to 1.2 to 1 or 1.3 or 4 to 1, the reactance went up like through the roof. And so I thought, I'm going to go ahead and try something different this time. And so I worked the antenna backwards, and I made it smaller. I went from 96 feet down to 74 feet in increments, Anyway, I went from 96 feet down to 74 feet. I lost 1 dB of gain. I added 4 elements, and now the reactance is less than 5 all the way across the entire band from 26,800 to 27,295, channel 29. And so anyway, it's extremely wide banded now. SWR is 1.2 to 1 across the entire band, but I lost 1 dB of gain compared to where I am right now. So 1 dB, whoop-de-doo, I'm not going to worry about it. You know, power's cheap. Mother Nature's cheaper. But the bandwidth is what I wanted, and I think I achieved that. So I'm going to build a new antenna. I'm going to take this one down and shorten it up, and then keep the extra material for a second 74-footer that I'll eventually put side by side to this one. That'll put the gain back up to some pretty phenomenal numbers and extremely wide bandwidth. So anyway, that's the future plan for this thing they're bringing.
410 on the stack 'em and whack 'em. I ain't got enough room for all that. I'm kind of tight quartered right here, but one of these days I'll be on that mountain, and then we'll talk about spending some more money.
Oh yeah. Now for the time being, one single Yagi is going to do just fine. 5 element, stretched out nice, not stretched out per se, but optimized. You know, however you want to optimize it. And you know, bandwidth, you might lack, suffer a little bit of the gain or whatever, but however you decide to optimize it, I think a 5 element's going to work really well. That 3 element is pretty phenomenal. You know, I've got 2 Yagis over here. One of them is pointed east all the time, a little 3 element. It's not on any kind of a rotor, but I do have the big 7/8 inch coaxial switch hooked up to both of them, so I can switch between the 3 element and the 8 element. And when I look east, there's not an appreciable, there's a difference, but it's not an appreciable difference. It's not night and day between the 3 element and the 8. And that being said, you know, a lot of people make a 1 or 2 element change. Well, it's kind of like going from a 4 pill to an 8 pill, or a 4 pill to a 6 pill, or a 1 pill to a 2 pill. It might sound like a big increase, but the actual effect and change on the other end isn't that great. So unless there are other reasons other than simply gain that are leaning you toward the direction of leaning towards a 5 element versus the 3 element Gismachi or whatever, the night and day difference is not going to be as noticeable. Now, going from vertically polarized to even a 3 element, oh my God, night and day.
Oh yeah, that's why I got the Gismachi to begin with, is because I had the option of the horizontal vertical. Well, not quite flat, but I don't know. It's one of those things. I know I need to put some new coax up, so I figured while I was up there, I'll just add a couple more elements.
Roger. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, anything that anything up to between a 60 and 70 foot boom or less is really just about as good as anything else. It's just really about your bandwidth and pleasing yourself in a particular direction that you want to, as opposed to all about the gain. So, but of course, bigger sounds better. Bigger sounds more impressive. And this is 96 feet long and 8 elements, and it works on this channel. But man, oh man, bandwidth is horrible on this thing. So, I'd be totally willing to give up a little bit of that peak performance on the gain to pick up other performance insofar as bandwidth and all that stuff. So, yeah, sometimes smaller is better.
Yeah, I'd like to step up my back door too. I got pretty good ears. I mean, I can hear out my back door quite well still. So, there's a lot of locals around here that like throw carriers and people I don't want to listen to. I like to get that back door a little tighter.
I should look on my other computer. I have an antenna model that I made that on Quick Yagi 4 that the label of it is a big back door. I think it was an 8 element. I forget how long the boom was. It might have only been like a 60 some odd foot boom. But the back door, believe it or not, was 108 dB front to back door rejection. I've never seen. I just somehow got on a thing. I got on a little path towards trying to make this incredible front to back door ratio, and it doesn't have any bearing necessarily on gain. As a matter of fact, gain was farther down on the chart than I would have wanted it to be. But the bottom line was the front to back door was humongous. It was just like, you know, I settle happily for anything from 24 to 34 dB front to back. You know, that's considered tolerable. This antenna here is actually less than that. This one here, I think, is 17 dB front to back. But I don't have any neighbors to worry about, you know, and very seldom do I ever look east and hear Hawaii or something like that, you know. But yeah, I do have a design that has got, I think it's 108 dB front to back rejection. Ridiculous.
I'm waving at you. My radio, good morning to you, man. From loud up here around the northwest corner. I gotta watch my TV.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any rejection on the side.
It had a pretty good side lobe too, but what it ended up having was two big tertiary lobes, or back corner lobes. It had a real tight null on the side. It had a slight sacrificed front to back forward gain. It had an incredible back null on the back door, but it had two lobes, looked like butterfly wings on the back. You know, it had two big lobes at about 45-degree angle to either side behind you. So though it had a really good front to back, there was still a back door on either side that was still pretty open. So you're right, there's Sleepy Dog. Yeah, there was a big sacrifice there. So front to back, they were being, you know, the program, Quick Aggie 4, is pretty literal. It means front to back. It doesn't mean how much on either side. So yeah, though it was 108 dB and really, really sharp null on the back, there were two lobes to the 45-degree on either side of either break.
Okay, well, I would have liked to have been there, but not with a BBI around. So anyway, good to hear you in there. You be good, be careful. Have a super good one. We'll catch you later.
Oh yeah, that would be problematic that way. All right, sounds good. Let me get my knees up in the breeze. Motormouth Mall stepping.
A whole bunch of people just slid up into my radio.
Oh, I hear BBI, yep.
You did, everybody.
Hello, Motormouth Mall 522 waving.
Hey there, 522. While you're blowing smoke out here, I hear BBI, Box Builder up there in Boise. I'm not looking quite at Boise, but I do hear Box Builder rolling up in my radio there. So I think I heard Sleepy Dog say something about that there a moment ago. And I unkey, and sure enough, there he is.
Yeah, beautiful downtown Yakima, Washington.
We don't care about that Yakima, Washington. Hello, Motormouth. Hello, Mr. Coyley waving.
Hello there, Mr. Coyley. Hey, Mr. Coyley, are you the one that makes the colossal antenna, the colossal 5/8 wave?
No, it's 01, I think, or somebody.
Oh, 05, that's right. Okay. All right, yeah. I just talked to somebody at 982 or somebody up there in the northwest corner. They were working a colossal antenna, a colossal 5/8 wave, and I thought that was yours, but no, it's not. Okay.
No, actually, I kind of like that one, actually. I like I got the original one that I like.
Up here.
10-4. Yeah, it's cool design. I like the Shockwave too. I like the Shockwave better, I guess, but I like the Colossal too. I think it's a neat design. Certainly works good. All right. Well, I heard BBI in there for a second. I heard 522 in there for a second, and then they went away. And Mr. Coyley was still up in there, and yeah, I guess I'm going to shut this gate off because it just occurred to me I have these two relays sitting in the back of my truck, and I was going to put them in yesterday, but they were left in Jackie's car, and I forgot to get them, so I couldn't do anything with them. But I got them with me today, so I'm going to go put some relays in here. I'll be back in a bit.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, daggone it. I'll catch you in a bit.
Oh, Roger, okay.
Around Oregon.
From Washington there, Motormouth Mall.
Hello out there out of Washington. I heard somebody say something about Washington Motormouth Mall. Let me see who that was. What was that?
From Washington there, Motormouth. From Washington there, Motormouth Mall.
I didn't get the 28, but I did hear somebody in Washington to bring.
We have the Colossal.
Oh, you guys have the Colossal. Okay. Yeah, I was just confused as to who made the Colossal there. If that was I thought it was a Coily product, but it's not. It's a 05 product. Anyway, I didn't. I was just curious.
Hey, what's your opinion on the old school Moonraker 4s?
Awesome antenna. They're great.
Yeah, that one right here. Bam, 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 bam.
There you go. Yep, there's one right there. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, I forgot to. I'm on my ground plane, so it doesn't really count.
All right, Jerk.
That sounds like a cotton-picking witch doctor.
Uh-oh. Is he stirring that cauldron? You got witch doctor out there stirring up a cauldron over there? What's he got cooking in that cauldron to bring?
I don't know. I just thought I heard him between keys there. It's hard telling about that witch doctor. It's Monday, you know. Could be anything in that cauldron.
Roger. He cooks up some funny stuff over there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, and then he gets back in the bush.
Yeah, some of the under cheese.
Well, hopefully.
Oh, that was bad. Good morning, Mr. Motormouth, and thank you for the video gates. Enjoyed that.
But easy.
Hey, you're welcome. No pain, no strain, man. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I got to get a new program for my PC before I can start doing that again. I get switched computers, and like every time I upgrade, I get less stuff.
Yeah, 10-4. Now, I had this noise in my 5/8 wave. Not my 5/8 wave. In my beam pointed north, and I turned on the 5/8 wave and used a little, what do you call it, box? The MFJ 1025, and knocked out all that noise and picked up your signal, and yeah, it worked out good. Yeah, what do you use for software?
Right now I got 8.1 Windows.
Yeah, Roger, 8.1. Wow.
I know, huh?
Well, that's Mall Grass Shack. We're going to step out. I've been listening to you talking.
The hard drive is reborn in another computer's chassis, but it's on USB.
Relay.
Nah, 10-4.
Motormouth Mall 522, backstroking. Aloha.
All right, there, 522 while you're backstroking. Good to hear you up in here, too. And, yeah, I do have relays I got to put in there. Hey, and I do want to get that done before the DX drops out, I guess. It'd be kind of nice because it would let me get back to the normal power level here. This baby driver stuff is for the birds.
Copy on the baby driver for the birds. Anyway, we can step out. Motormouth Mall, I'll catch you again. The skiff should be coming in. I don't know how Mother Nature going to react, but I'm back peeling coconuts. I'll catch you again.
All right, you're peeling coconuts there. We'll catch you a little bit later on there. 5 double deuce with your good son himself, Motormouth Mall waving and Catbox. Man, I tell you, 8.1. I don't know. I don't think I know anybody out there running 8.1, except for I do have a computer over here that has Windows XP. I have to say, I've got a computer that's got XP on it, and I use it for just one program primarily, and that's Quick Aggie 4, the break for antenna design.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I still got some use to them. I got an XP machine around here somewhere. It got online, but it wasn't exactly the most stellar experience.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as, what do you call it, the old modems, you know. Yeah.
You got it.
Man, I remember the day I had dial-up, DSL, I had dial-up. You had to hit the little dial there, and you know, and then you wait, And you, oh wow, connected, cool, wow. Oh my God, I'm glad those days are done.
I was too busy chasing tails to be bothered with that crap.
Hey, good for you, yeah, it's definitely a better choice.
But you know, every now and then, you fire up the old computer and just kind of.
Yep, that's the sound. Yeah, I remember it well. As a matter of fact, check this out here.
Every now and then, you fire up the old computer and just kind of.
In case anybody forgot the sound. That's the sound, all right.
I know y'all ain't looking for on my field.
I hear you, 707. Hey, Scotsman, good morning. I just been out in the mobile listening to Motor Mouth Mall, but I just sat out here and I heard you, Scotsman, Bakerman.
Hey, Bakerman, hello, good morning time to you. I'm going to get out of here for just a little bit. I'm going to go put these relays in. I got to make some connections and replace some relays. I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, we talked about them relays yesterday. I'm glad you're good. And you'll be back, Kenny. Yes, sir. Motor Mouth Mall, have a good day. And Scotsman, where are you?
10-4.
Oh, I heard the Scotsman. He was there, and then he was gone. Bakerman in the house. I've been saying in the mobile too long. Bakerman's clear. Now that's a switch. There's bleed over from 7 and bleed over from 5 onto the Super Bowl. Wow. Bakerman sipping apple cider.
Sure not quiet out here.